for my money, the best conference in all of America. And King, we had some of the best games in all America, particularly on Tuesday. The Texas Tech loss to Houston, that was one that I think everybody was watching. I know I was watching Kansas come back 104-100 against TCU. And we're going to talk about Baylor and BYU. But what were your thoughts on either the Houston win, or I'd like to hear what you have to say about Kansas?
Man, I give you my thoughts on both because goodness gracious, Pete. I mean, look, what we are seeing is we're seeing such high-level basketball being played night in, night out. And I think when you talk about that Houston and Texas Tech game, man, you know, it's a bloodbath. I mean, these guys are battling every single possession. They play extremely hard and they're competing, right? But what stood out to me is Kingston Flemings. His ability to be able to take over a game is unlike I think we've ever seen at Houston for a freshman. Let's talk about TCU and Kansas, because that was an incredible game as well. For me, that just shows the resilience of Kansas. It shows how resilient this team is. It shows how good Darren Peterson is in the clutch. He came into the game. He knocked those 3 big free throws down. He is so impressive to me.
32 points, a career high.
He is a first-class shooter, one of the best in the country, if not the best, hands down a top 2 pick, but it shows their resilience. TCU had that game, but the resilience of Kansas, the shot making of Darren Peterson is what got them over the edge. And also, hey, when you play in Allen, no lead is safe.
As you know, yeah, no lead is safe in Allen Fieldhouse.
I know.
Yeah, you can bet on the building more than the team sometimes. All right, you had the Baylor game. 70-60, they lose to Iowa State. The Bears starting off 0-2. They were 0-3 actually in the 2022-23 season to start off conference. They won 6 straight. Remains to be seen if they'll do that this year. What are your thoughts about Iowa State, though? Taman Lipsey and this team, they're undefeated. They are a complete juggernaut. You saw them boots on the ground up close. What were your takeaways?
I've seen their first 2 Big 12 games. I'm going to go down there again for a third one to see them again this Saturday. So when it comes to Iowa State, they are such an interesting team. And Taman Lipsey in the first half got in foul trouble. He got in foul trouble. He didn't play much. The second half is when he really turned up. Majority of his points came in that second half. That's when he took it to another level. Baylor went under his ball screens. He showed that you can't do that. You have to respect them. He got downhill. I mean, the way he turned up in the second half was extremely impressive and something that we really haven't seen from him, at least in that scoring role. Joshua Jefferson, though, carried them majority of the game, especially in the first half when neither team could score a bucket. Joshua Jefferson, people, he's as good as any wing in America.
I want to get
Triple-double first game, double-double second game. Joshua Jefferson is legitimately that guy.
So I got to witness an elite situation on, Wednesday night now. BYU, 9th in the country. I know you've seen him, King. It was my first time actually seeing A.J. DiBonsa play up close and personal. You know, he's the guy, right? Potential number 1 pick. But that big 3, Rob Wright, Richie Saunders, A.J. DiBonsa, they combined for 81 points. The entire team, Arizona State, had 76. And I really, you told me about Kevin Young. Being up close and personal, going to the practices, talking to Kevin Young, seeing the shoot around, seeing how much of a well-oiled machine that is, but how he doesn't really, A.J. DiBonsa's dad talks about, Kevin Young, he's not a yeller, and that's something that attracted us to the program. He's also creating a pipeline to the NBA. We saw Denham go first round last year. Of course, lottery, DiBonsa's going to be the same thing. They got something legit out there, and that crowd, it's like a whole nother player out on the floor. I mean, every game is sold out. It is loud. There's no nights off in the Big 12, and certainly no nights off when you go to play in Provo. That's a team that's ready for March already.
For sure. I mean, this team is as good as anybody in the Big 12, but I don't think that we put them in the same category as the top 3. I don't agree with that. I think that this BYU team can compete in that first class, and they're as good as those first-class teams that we say. But you're right. I mean, Rob Wright is phenomenal. Richie Saunders just continues to do what he does. I mean, I think he's definitely if not a first-round draft pick, he's definitely a draft pick. He will get drafted. DeBonsta will get drafted. And Rob Wright is phenomenal. That team is good. And Keita protects the rim on the defensive side. I love everything about BYU and what Kevin Young brings to the table.
Yeah, Kevin Young got to school and told Richie Saunders, you can play in the NBA. And clearly, it unlocked something in him. He has been amazing over the past 2 seasons. Okay,